Chapter 810, Food Animal Island. In the bathroom, Sydney was washing her face before she looked into the mirror. Sydney, okay, Quarry, we need to have a talk. No response. Quarry, we need to talk, now. Sydney closed her eyes, and when she opened them, she stared into the mirror. Rather than seeing her own reflection, he saw Quarry staring back at her. Quarry, bitterly, what do you want? Sydney, our last conversation was pleasant. What changed? Quarry, I only told you about my species because it was required. But it seems you don't need me anymore. Not like you ever did ever since you got your humanity back. Sydney, that's one of the things we need to talk about. Quarry, angrily, there's nothing to talk about. I've been trapped inside you for months since Donatello gave you the cure. And it's all because you hate me. Sydney, honestly, I don't hate you. Quarry's surprised. I never hated you. Not even when the Shredder mutated me into you, costing me my humanity until I got cured. No, I hated that I couldn't control myself sometimes when I transformed into you, that I didn't know what you'd do if I surrendered my human mind to you, if you would hurt anyone. This whole time, I've been treating you like the disease, but you're a part of me. Maybe you're not the disease, but the cure. Quarry, are you saying that we shouldn't fight each other anymore? Sydney, we don't have to. We can work together, help our friends fight bad guys. We can do this together, if we try. Quarry then agreed to work together with Sydney and that she would turn into him when needed. Now she has the power to turn into him at will. She told us what happened and we were amazed. Nico, so you can now turn into Quarry at will? That's awesome. Gears, to Sydney, you can still use that sword of yours, right? Sydney, I sure can. Sheen, hey JD. I heard you guys went and saw the 2017 solar eclipse. Me, we sure did, Sheen. That was a really unforgettable time. Nico, that eclipse was amazing. I saw it on TV and it was amazing. Me, yeah, we saw it in Nebraska and it was amazing seeing the night sky in the day. That's where I got to sing my favorite song, The Night Begins to Shine. Sheen, that's one of my favorite songs. Nico, mine too. May, I heard about you all going to see the eclipse. That was so awesome. Lincoln, that was an amazing day for us. Lainey, it was so cool seeing a total solar eclipse. Lana, yeah. Lola, it was amazing. Lily, yeah. Later at lunchtime I was in deep thought. I was thinking about what would have happened to Swallow Falls had it had all that food on it and more. Me, I wonder. Nico, what is it? I told everyone what I was thinking. Lori, there's literally no way that's possible. Lisa, our firstborn eldest sister, is right. There is absolutely no way possible that could happen. Me, not in real life. But in the simulator it can. Let's go see. We went to the simulator. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. In the simulator we got ready. Flint Lockwood, Sam Sparks, Manny, Officer Devereaux, Brent, Steve and Cal were with us. The simulator activated and we found ourselves on a huge pie rock, and what we saw next was absolutely astonishing beyond all forms of words. We saw the island of Swallow Falls completely changed beyond all forms of recognition. It was now an island completely transmogrified into an island completely covered in environments of food. All food. Me, wow. Lori, what happened to Swallow Falls? Nico, this is completely unbelievable. Vince, this is amazing. It's completely different from what happened when we were here the last time. Carol, no kidding. Sheen, what did you all come here for the first time? Me, we got word of the people only having to eat sardines and they were starving. So we set out to help them out and give them more food. We met Flint and he was doing everything that he could to help the town. Sheen, so everyone here was forced to eat only sardines? Me, yeah. The reason for that is because its sardine cannery closed its doors forever. Lori, because everyone in the world literally realized that sardines are super gross. Me, even though they are supposed to be good for your heart and help lower cholesterol. But sardines taste like puke. The people were starving and we had to help them out. Flintlock wood, yeah. So I invented a special machine that turns water into food. Me, it's a very genius device. Flint pulled out the blueprints for it and Sheen looked them over. Sheen, the Flintlock wood diatonic super mutating dynamic food replicator. Very interesting. Me, he came up with these kooky short names for his inventions. But we helped him shorten it. We called it the Flintlock wood fooderizer. Sheen, that helps. How does it work? Me, it takes a lot of water and uses microwave radiation to transform water molecules into any food. Sheen, wow. That's really complex but really amazing. Stacy, I've studied a lot about particle physics and that is really interesting. Me, let's explore this island and see what is going on. We walked into the jungle and what we saw was incredible. The jungles went on for miles. Then we saw what looked like cheese spider webbing. Me, spider webs made of pure cheese. Lainey, that is so unusual. Flintlock wood, it sure is weird. I took a chunk of it and it was on my finger. I licked it off. Me, American cheese. This is fresh too. Whatever made it was here less than an hour ago. Lana, this is cool thought. We saw an abandoned station and it was cut off by the cheese. Me, let's see what's in here. I chopped the cheese and it just farted. Fart. Lola, Yug. Lori. Lori, that was my shoe. Me, that was actually the cheese. Luan, that's one way to cut the cheese. Laughs, get it? Most of us laughed while everyone else sighed. We went in and we saw a lot of boxes and more. Flint picked one up and opened it and inside it was a Mondo strawberry as big as my head. Me, wow. That's a huge strawberry. Sam Sparks, that is the biggest strawberry I've ever seen. Nico, that is a huge one. Sheen, it sure looks big and juicy. Then it had eyes open and it had a mouth. It was so cute. Strawberry, woo. We were shocked. Me, it's alive. Flintlock wood, it's really amazing. Me, this is like what happened with the sentient food we faced. Flintlock wood, exactly what I was thinking. Me, yeah. Sam Sparks, oh you are so cute. We'll call you Barry. He liked that name. Me, let's see if there's any more in here. We looked and opened up more boxes and in them were living blueberries, raspberries, and cherries. Me, lots of living fruit. Let's keep looking. We walked around the island some more and then we came upon an unbelievable and magnificent sight. In a lake we saw all kinds of food animals. We saw mangoes that acted like flamingos, potatoes that acted like hippopotamuses, kiwi fruits that acted like kiwi birds, bananas that acted like ostriches, eggplants that acted like manatees, cantaloupes that acted like antelopes, green onions that acted like horses and so much more. We were gasping all in sheer absolute astonishment. Lincoln, this is absolutely unbelievable. Lainey, the creatures here are food acting like animals. Lana, this is incredible. Lisa, this is a magnificent scientific wonder that defies the laws of nature and physics. Me, Flint, this is amazing. I can't believe your machine did all this. Flint Lockwood, it's amazing. I can't believe all this is possible. Nico, this is incredible. It's hard to imagine that all this was made by Flint's machine. Sheen, no kidding. Reflector, I didn't know that there were foods that looked and acted like animals. Or is it the other way around? Me, I think this is incredible. Let's go check it out. We walked onto the water and we saw more food animals. We saw fruit cocktails that looked like cockatiel birds. We saw shrimp acting like chimpanzees swinging through some vines. We saw some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches that act like jellyfish in the water. We saw beets that acted like wildebeests. We saw meatloafs that acted like buffaloes. And we saw watermelons that acted like elephants. We saw sushi that acts like sheep. Meatballs that acted like walruses. Lemons that act like lemmings and more. Lynn, this is amazing. I can't believe Swallow Falls was made into all this. Luan, it sure is food-tastic. Laughs to Rimshot, get it? We all laughed. Eddie, laughs, good one. Naruto, that was funny. I hope there's a ramen food animal. Me, that would be cool bro. But hey, that gives me an idea. We'll call these creatures Footimals. Sakura, that works perfectly. Sakura Avalon, I think it's a great name. Flint Lockwood, screams, there's a leak in your shoe Luan. We saw a leak on Luan's shoe and we laughed as it screamed. Me, oh that is so funny. Nico, Flint that is a good joke. We then saw a waterfall up ahead and we went down it and we saw a large coconut and in it was a lake of coconut milk. Me, it's a lake of coconut milk. Lori, and we're literally inside a giant coconut. Lenny, coconuts are totes supposed to be very good for you. Me, that's what they say Lenny. We went down a waterfall of coconut milk and down a river in rapids made of giant tropical fruit and we landed in another lake. Me, that was a rush. But that was awesome. Vince, it sure was. We decided to come up with names for the creatures. I made a list of them. A. Apple python. B. Banana ostrich. Berry. Buffalove. Budoad. C. Cantaloupe. Cheese spider. Corn dog. Crab cake. Cucumbered. E. Eggplanidy. F. Flamingo. Footimals. Fruit cockatiel. G. Grizzly pear. Gummy bears. H. Hammerbread shark. Hippopotamus. J. Jelly bees. K. Kiwi. L. Lemon. M. Man-eating chickens. Marshmallow. Meatball rose. Mosquitoes. Mozo bowl. P. Peanut butter and jellyfish. Pizza flurries. S. Sardines. Sasquatch. Ceratish. Shrimpanzee. Subwool. Sushi. T. Tacodil Supreme. Tyrannosaurus Morus Miss. W. Watermelon. Wild Scallion. Wildebeest. After getting to land we encountered Chester V. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Chester V's origins are quite unknown, but in his early years, he made his first invention known as the food bar, and then began to invent and founded LiveCorp. A world-renowned scientist, very clearly a parody of the late Steve Jobs, apparent super inventor, and the CEO of LiveCorp, Chester invented various items, such as LiveCorp's ever so popular food bars, his assistant, Barb, and presumably, his own holograms programmed to travel and run errands where the real Chester couldn't go. However, he was extremely greedy, malicious, and acquisitive, as he eventually went insane trying to expand his company's popularity, calling it the coolest, hippest factory in the world. Around some point, his orange facial hair went white and he began to wear a LiveCorp vest instead of a lab coat. He also discovered Flint's latest, destroyed FLDS-MDFR, and tracked down the invention, discovering that the FLDS-MDFR survived the explosion. Immediately, Chester sent one of his holograms and LiveCorp members to the food-covered Swallow Falls in search of the machine, which Chester wanted in order of improving his latest food bar, the LiveCorp Food Bar 8.0. He relocated Flint, his friends, and the citizens of Swallow Falls to San Fran Jose, California. Unbeknownst to Flint, the FLDS-MDFR survived the explosion and landed in the center of the island, and Chester was determined to find it. Chester invited Flint, his biggest fan, to work at LiveCorp, where he meets Chester's assistant Barb, a talking orangutan with a human brain. Meanwhile, Chester was informed that his search parties on the island were been attacked by monstrous cheeseburgers which were learning how to swim. Fearing the world's inevitable doom, Chester tasks Flint to find the FLDS-MDFR and destroy it once and for all. Despite Chester's demands to keep the mission classified, Flint recruits his girlfriend and meteorologist Sam Sparks, her cameraman Manny, police officer Earl Devereaux, and Chicken Brent. Much to Flint's dismay, his father Tim joins the crew and they travel to Swallow Falls on his fishing boat. Later, Chester discovers that Flint allowed his friends to join on the mission and arrives on the island with Barb, chagrined and determined to separate them. After escaping a Tocodile attack, Sam notices that the Footymole was protecting its family, and begins to suspect Chester is up to no good. Sam attempts to convince Flint to spare the Footymoles, but Flint is intent on making Chester proud. Sam leaves in anger, along with the others, including his pet monkey named Steve. In the jungle, Sam proves that the Footymoles mean no harm by taming a cheese spider. Upon realizing Chester's intentions, the group is taken hostage by LiveCorp employees. Flint finds the FLDS-MDFR, but notices a family of cute marshmallows and becomes hesitant to destroy the machine. Chester immediately seizes control of the FLDS-MDFR and announces his plot to make his updated line of food bars out of the Footymoles. A crushed Flint is knocked into the river but rescued by the marshmallows. Flint is taken to his father, who along with the Footymoles, help him infiltrate the LiveCorp building that is under construction on the island. Flint frees the trapped Footymoles and confronts Chester, who threatens to make food bars out of his friends who are wrapped by police tape. Chester makes several holograms of himself to overwhelm Flint, but Flint uses the party in a box to expose the real Chester. An army of Footymoles arrive and Flint's friends are freed by Barb, having a change of heart. Chester is catapulted into the LiveCorp Food Bar 8.0 maker. His limbs and his head retract into his vest right before he hits the bottom of the grinder. He ricochets erratically between the blades of the machine before he is slingshot out of the machine. However, as he attempts to escape, he is immediately grabbed by the cheese spider's special sauce web and into the mouth of the cheese spider. The cheese spider spits out Chester vs vest. After a suspenseful moment, it deflates, revealing that Chester V had been eaten alive and killed as well by the cheese spider. ******. Chester V, greetings Team Loud Phoenix Storm. Flint Lockwood, Giddy, Chester V? Me, who is he Flint? Flint Lockwood, only the greatest scientific mind in the world next to my favorite scientist. He is the founder of LiveCorp. Me? Wow. Chester V, that's right, and it's a pleasure to meet all of you. We have a terrible problem. The food animals here are very dangerous. Me, why do you say that? Chester V, they want to swim across the land so they can wreak havoc across the land. I was beginning to have suspicions about him. Me, can you excuse us for a minute? Chester V, certainly. We went into the forest to discuss things in private. Me, whispering, I'm beginning to have really big and bad suspicions about this guy. Lainey, whispering, I feel it too. Something is terribly wrong. Lana, whispering, why is Chester V here? Me, he's up to something and we really need to find out what it is. Miranda, whispering, yet. Nico, whispering, we'll have to play along until the time comes. Me, good idea. We came back out and we went with Chester to get rid of the machine. We followed Chester. William, it's odd, really. Chester said that the Footymoles were dangerous. But they look pretty harmless to me. Maria, I sensed they were good as well. In fact, the only reason they even attacked us was when they saw Chester and his assistants with us. Chester, hey there, you two. William and Maria turned to see Chester there. Chester, enjoying the scenery. Maria, dryly, yet. Pretty much. Chester, sighs, look, I know you're concerned about the Footymoles. But they're mindless beasts. And you two of all people should understand the importance of making the hard choices to protect humanity. William scowls. You just worry about yourself. We're gonna be keeping a very close eye on you. Chester frowns. Maybe this is something you two want to take up with me personally. Flint sees the three of them. Hey, guys. Hurry or we'll leave you three behind. Chester smiles. Coming, Flint. They caught up to them and we continued on. We trekked through the breakfast bog and we saw a massive swamp with trees made of bacon and pancake stacks. We saw toads made of butter and toast that acts like mosquitoes and more. The water was maple syrup and it was sweet and tasty. We got to the footymal jungle and it was amazing. Miranda then got separated and she wound up in a savanna and she saw a bunch of robot suits with footymals being loaded up. Miranda, oh no. Miranda then spread big bat wings and flew at the minions and punched and kicked them and slashed them and she blasted them with energy beams and blew them apart. She also kicked them around and knocked them down. But then a minion came up to her. Life Corp woman, end of the line, kid. The Life Corp goons were about to fire but suddenly, some blaster fire knocked them back. A figure jumped down. She saw that it was Jack Spicer. Miranda smiles Jack. But Jack Spicer looked a little different. He had goggles that glowed red and a blaster that was red colored. Jack Spicer smiles at Miranda. How's my favorite student? Miranda, good. I have lots to tell you. Jack Spicer, that can wait until after these screwballs are dead. They blasted and destroyed them all and freed the footymals. Miranda, thanks Jack. Jack, no problem Miranda. Miranda, come in. JD and the others are probably at Chester's hideout by now. Jack, you go. I'm not ready to speak to the Xylan losers yet. I still have a lot of bad feelings towards them. Miranda sighs. Look, I know that you guys haven't been on good terms lately. But eventually, you have to face them sooner or later. Jack, I know. I plan to settle our issues eventually. But it'll be in the future. For now, just keep me saving you a secret, okay? Miranda, alright. Jack, Miranda, Chester V is up to serious no good here. He's planning to kill all the footymals here by chopping them up for his new food bars and he also is planning to kill anyone that will tell everyone. Miranda gasped in sheer horror. Miranda, I knew he was up to no good here. Jack, I know. You'll need this. Jack gave Miranda the Star Hanabi and the Sword of Lucida. Jack, you'll need these to help you. Miranda, thank you. Good luck, Jack. Runs to find us. Jack flew off too. Later Miranda caught up to us. Teresa, Miranda. You okay? Miranda, I'm fine. I had a run-in with some of Chester's minions. Maria, did you kill them? Miranda, remembering her promise to Jack, was there really any doubt? JD. I need to tell you all in private. Me, okay Miranda. Miranda then told us what Chester is planning in private and we were horrified. Me, I knew something was evil about him. This is all for his own greed. Miranda, that's what I'm thinking too. Me, good work Miranda. Let's play along with him until the time is right. Lainey, right. We continued on and we were at the main heart of the island, the Big Rock Candy Mountain. It was a mountain made entirely out of rock candy crystals and the machine was the source of the creation of the footymals. Me, wow. Lori, this is literally amazing. Very, this is incredible. We saw the machine. It was the heart of the whole island. Lainey, the machine. Flint, it's the Genesis chamber of all the footymals. Sam Sparks, this is amazing. Brent, it sure is. But then we saw Chester went for the machine and I kicked him in the face and sent him crashing into a rock candy wall. He got up. Chester, what are you all doing? Me, don't play dumb with us you crook. Very, we knew what you were trying to do here. Lainey, you were gonna kill all the foodimals here to turn them into your newest food bars and kill anyone that finds out about it. Ash, his Tauros snarls. I knew something was off about you. I just didn't know how off. Me, we won't let you do this, Chester. Now you will send you to prison for your crimes. Chester, how did you find out? Miranda, I did and I told them. Flint Lockwood, we were onto your plan the whole time, Chester. Sam Sparks, that's right. Me, you are all washed up, Chester. Chester, you will never take me alive. He ran fast. Me, after him. We flew after him. He was running fast. Lainey and Lana did animal calls and all the foodimals followed us. We found his hideout in the forest and he went into it and closed the door. But we busted down the door and we were ready to fight him. All the foodimals were ready to face him as well. Officer Devereaux was being carried by a bunch of fruit cockatiels. Officer Devereaux, if anyone is gonna be protecting the law in this town, it's gonna be me. Brent came on a man-eating chicken. Brent, B.A. Gakko. Manny came on a Taco Del Supreme. Manny, Taco Del Supreme. The Taco Del roared ferociously. Cal came on a cheese spider. Cal, you're finished, Chester. Me, and not even your holograms can save you. Let's get him. We went at Chester and I punched him in the face and knocked out some of his teeth. Flint chopped him in the face and Sam Sparks kicked him where the sun doesn't shine. Crunch. We winced. We punched him ferociously. Manny punched him in the face and kicked him in the stomach. Brent and the man-eating chicken punched him and kicked him and Officer Devereaux kicked him. Cal bit him in the crotch and Chester screamed in excruciating pain after there was an extremely sickening crunch. Me, winces, boo. Lori, that's literally gonna leave a mark. The foodimals all pulverized Chester and ferociously ripped into him. Nico, Chester V, you have failed this world. Me, and then some. I'm inclined to agree. We turned and we saw a Clow card. It was the Erase card. Erase appears in a Harlequin-esque design. Her hair is pointed and short with a diamond under her left eye. She wears checkered tights with a ruffled collar under which is a circular gem. She also has a similarly patterned hat which ends in 2 points. Balls dangle from her hat, sleeves, and the cloth she carries with her. Me, the Erase card. Sakura Avalon. Be careful about this one. It has the power to erase anything from existence and even erase memories. Me, wow. That's a deadly power. Erase card. I may have a malicious personality, but what Chester does is where I draw the line. The Erase card used her powers to erase the whole ship. Me, thanks for helping us. Erase card. No problem, JD. The Erase card turned back into a Clow card and went into my hands. I signed it. Sydney, JD, can you hold onto my trench coat? Me, sure, Sydney. She took it off and gave it to me. Sydney then transformed into Quarry. Her change happened so fast that it was impossible to see what's happening to her. She turned into Quarry. She slashed at Chester and burned his vest off with acid. Me, let's show him some teamwork. Teresa, right. Earth Cyber Key Power. The Earth Cyber Planet Key went into Teresa's right arm and it enhanced her Sonic Blaster's power 100-fold. Reflector, let's show him what happens when you mess with the laws of life. Cyber Key Power. The Earth Cyber Planet Key went into his back and enhanced his Flash Explosion powers 100-fold to the point where it permanently blinds the target. Teresa and Reflector, Supersonic Vertigo Flash. Teresa fired a powerful sonic blast and Reflector fired a massive flash explosion that hit Chest in the eyes and burned them out of his sockets. He was now permanently blind. Gears, time for some action. Cyber Key Power. The Earth Cyber Planet Key went into his back and enhanced his power and strength 100-fold. Ash, let's get him. Animatron Cyber Key Power. The animatron cyber planet key went into Ash's right arm device and it enhanced his Tauros' abilities 100-fold. Ash, Tauros, use Giga Impact. Gears and Ash, Super Strength Headbutt Ram. Gears and Tauros rammed Chester with devastating force and slammed him into a tree. Me, Final Smash time. Sam Sparks, you got it JD. Jello Prison Bounce. Sam Sparks fired a powerful yellow ray blast and it hit Chester and imprisoned him in a mold of gelatin. Me, now he knows how the loud siblings felt. Lincoln, he sure is getting jiggly with it. Laughs to Rimshot. We all laughed. Luan, laughs, good one Link. Eddie, laughs, that was funny. Lindsay, you tell him Uncle Lincoln. Me, that was a good one buddy. Flintlock Wood, time for some food spirit power. Footymal Spirit Strike. Flintlock Wood fired energy waves in the forms of all the Footymals and they slammed into Chester and exploded. Crab Barry, my turn. Ben, go get him, Barry. Barry, let's do this. Strawberry Jam Bombs. Barry fired a massive barrage of strawberry jam bombs and they hit Chester and got him sticky in a massive explosion of jam. Me, it's over for you Chester. Chester, I am not beaten yet. I will be back and I will make you all suffer. He ran fast and then a cheese web caught him and the cheese spider ate him. Tommy Oliver, eaten by food. That's ironic. Me, it sure is. But the cheese spider spit him out because he tasted awful. I slapped the cuffs on him as he was covered in cheese. Me, you're going to prison for a long time Chester. Quarry then turned back to Sydney and she was naked. But Maria gave her a spare set of clothes. We beamed the entire island to Lake Huron and made the transformed Swallow Falls a new nature preserve for Footymals. It was also one of the most popular parks ever. Chester was sentenced to 40 terms of life without parole in the Enceladus prison for mad scientists. Nico caught a braviary and a buffalant. Flintlock Wood, to the viewers, never mess with the rights of having all animals live. Especially if those animals are made of food. Me, you got that right Flint. We enjoyed the rest of the day. The end. Asterisk asterisk asterisk. Another fanfiction complete and another villainous scientist brought to justice. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 from 2012 was a funny one. I loved how they made all kinds of awesome food animals and it was so awesome. 2 years ago today I saw the 2017 solar eclipse with my friends and it was an amazing experience. Nico-chan 11 gave me the ideas for this one. Thanks man as usual. The next Clow card is the Mist card. Let me know what you all think. See you all next time.